Hi my loves, welcome to day 2 of this 12 days of yoga little Christmas challenge I got going on my channel. So my name is Bethany and I am the Yogi Witch. Today we are going to be getting our flow on by moving around the mat, playing with our footwork and creating a little bit of peace in the poses. So this 12 days of Christmas challenge is simply 12 days of 20-minute flows to keep our practice going, to spend a little time focusing on our well-being during this chaotic, joyful Christmas season. So you don't need any props today necessarily, but if you'd like anything to help and support your practice, you're welcome to grab them now. But when you're ready, my darlings, I will meet you on the mat. Give yourself 20 minutes and we will get started. Okay, so to begin today's flow, you're going to come straight away into your down dog. So first setting those roots, spreading the fingers, pushing into the knuckles, and when you feel good, you feel supported, you're going to tuck those toes to lift the hip bones into the sky. And just begin to pedal out these legs, so bending one knee, bending another, maybe nodding the head, yes, shaking it, no, anything that feels good to you. Getting as much movement here as your body craves. Maybe this is the first down dog today. Maybe it's the first down dog in a while, so get your body used to it. And maybe you join me by bringing those big toes together and bending those knees off to the right hand side. Those hips go off to the left. Hold it here. And then inhale into the center, hips go off to the right, knees go off to the left. Take the stretch to the other side. Yes, and then bringing it back into the center. Give those hips a little bit of a wiggle before you find some grounding in your down dog. So holding this pose for just a couple of breaths, checking in to see if there's any stiffness, any tension within the body, within the mind. So today we're going to play with our footwork, work in kind of a 360 motion around our mat. So just getting lost in the flow, hence the title, Flow. So taking a nice deep inhale and a nice slow exhale, set all the way out. From here, when you're ready, you're going to walk these big toes together at the back of your mat. On your inhale, sweep that right leg all the way into the sky. First we point those toes, three-legged down dog, and then we bend this knee off, move to split dog. From here, begin to draw some circles with this knee. So rolling it in one direction, rolling it in the other. Before we bring it back to split dog, inhale. And exhale, draw this knee into the chest, step it between those thumbs, lower the back knee down. On your inhale, we're going to sweep these arms all the way to the sky, so roll back the shoulders, find your way to low lunge. Exhale to frame that front foot, lift this back leg up and step back to down dog. Beautiful. The big toes come to touch. We're going to sweep that left leg into the sky, point these toes, first and three-legged down dog, and then bend the knee off, split dog. From here, taking that circle, so rolling it in one direction, rolling it in another, open these hips. Before we inhale, back to split dog. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest, step it between those thumbs, lower the back knee all the way down. On your inhale, sweep those arms to the sky, roll back the shoulders, low lunge. Exhale, frame this front foot, lift that back leg up and step to down dog. Staying here. Just 2 more breaths before we start to move into our flow. So when you're ready, those big toes come to touch. On your inhale, sweep this right leg to the sky, bend the knee off, split dog. Inhale. Exhale, draw this knee into the chest, engage the core as you step it between the thumbs. Activating this back leg, bend into the front knee as we inhale. Roll to high lunge, roll back those shoulders, feel strong, feel steady. And on your exhale, you're going to pivot that back foot so it comes parallel with the back of the mat, walking this front foot into the center, bend into this front knee. So the knee stacks on top of the ankle, and we're going to move to our warrior two here. One hand in the past, one hand in the future, heart in the present moment. So we're going to stay here for a couple of breaths, lifting this belly button up, engage this core, hold strong here. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, we're going to move forward to flip this right palm, left arm wraps behind the back, and we inhale to roll back to our reverse warrior, so shining our heart up towards the sky, towards the sun, towards the moon. Don't escape that bend in the front knee, keep the body lifted as we inhale. Exhale, first we roll back, warrior two, and then we're going to extend the front leg, bring both feet parallel, hands float to sit on our hips, roll back, mini back bend, gaze the sky, and exhale, pivot from those hips, and move to a wide leg forward fold. So those hands are going to come to rest on the mat, maybe just moving your ear. Maybe the head comes to rest all the way down. Maybe it hovers off the mat, depending how open those legs feel. But we're just going to hold here for a couple of breaths. If you'd like to open those shoulders, you're going to guide those hands forward. Yes, as we inhale. And exhale, walk these hands back. Inhale to gaze forward. And on your exhale, you're going to bend the left knee this time. So moving to Skandasana. This right foot flicks up, so flex to the sky, knee faces up. And maybe, whoop, like me, your foot is a little bit high if you've got a bit tight hamstrings here, or maybe that foot finds its way to the floor. That's okay. But we're going to stay here. Sweep the left arm to rest against the left knee, and we inhale. Right arm comes all the way to the sky. Gaze up at the thumb as we inhale. On our exhale, right hand comes to the mat, and we're going to play with our footwork here. So walk this left hand around the left leg as we pivot into our high lunge twist. So pivot on that back toes, right hand stays down, left hand comes all the way to the sky. If you'd like to intensify it, you're going to wrap this left arm behind you, maybe touching that right thigh as we inhale. Exhale, hand comes to frame the front foot, step back into your plank and roll through your vinyasa, knees up, knees down. Inhale to upward dog, exhale, tuck those toes back to your down dog. The hip bones come nice and high to the sky, holding it for a few breaths. Again, you can keep it in stillness, or maybe you find a little bit of a wiggle here. But ready to take this flow to the other side. You're going to bring these big toes to touch. On your inhale, sweep the left leg to the sky, and then bend it off, split dog. Taking a beautiful deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, draw this knee into the chest, step it between those hands. On your inhale, we roll the body up to high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. So walking this left foot into the center, bend into the front knee, just stack it on top of the ankle. Open those arms, lift that chest. Holding it for a few breaths here. Before we move the body forward, flip this left palm and let's take our reverse warrior to the other side. So open up the heart to the sun, to the moon. Beautiful. Inhale to roll back, warrior two. And then keeping those arms where they are, we're going to bring both feet parallel. Hands come to sit on those hips as we move to our wide leg forward fold once more. So getting yourself comfortable here. Pivoting your weight onto your tippy toes, draw the heels down. And again, maybe you stay here, or maybe you slide those hands forward to stretch the shoulders. Completely depends what your body is searching for. Remember, these are just short little 20-minute flows just to ignite our energy, especially during this chaotic Christmas season. Beautiful. Without rushing on your next breath, you're going to walk those hands back as we inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, move to Skandasana on the right hand side. So bend this knee, flex this left foot, shine the knee up towards the sky. And we're going to sweep that right arm to rest against the right leg. As we inhale, left arm comes all the way to the sky, gaze up at that thumb. As we inhale, yes, exhale, hands come back to the mat, frame this front foot and let's pivot in to our high lunge twist. Take as much movement as you need to get here. Left hand stays down, right hand comes all the way to the sky. Moving into our twist. Beautiful. When you're ready, your right hand comes to frame the front foot. Step back to your plank. Knees up, knees down. It's completely your choice, but rolling through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back to down dog. Now you can take your rest in your down dog, or maybe you take it in your child's pose. Completely up to you, whatever your body is searching for. But we're going to stay here for just 5 breaths before we keep this flow going. So feeling rooted to the earth wherever you are in your resting pose. Keep that mind on your mat, in your breath, even if there's chaos going on around you. Pets, family, children, anything at all. And then if you're in your child's pose or any resting pose, you're going to bring yourself back to your down dog. Let's keep this flow going. So bring those big toes together. On your inhale, sweep the right leg to the sky before we bend it off, split dog. Take a beautiful inhale through the nose. Exhale, draw this knee into the chest, step it between the hands. Roll that body all the way to high lunge. And then exhale, move to your warrior two. So walking that front foot into the center of the mat, bend into that front knee. Maybe going a little bit deeper with the hips this time. Arms are nice and strong as we inhale. And on your exhale, going to extend that front leg this time and move to our triangle pose. So the back of the right hand glides against this right leg. Take this gaze up towards the sky. Now you may stay here, or you can wrap this left arm behind you, maybe touching the left ribs, or maybe you find the top of the right hip. But pulling back this shoulder, gaze up towards the sky. Yes, and we've engaged this core by gazing down to that big toe. Bend into the front knee, roll straight away to our reverse warrior. So left arm stays wrapped behind the back. Open up this heart. As we inhale. Exhale, roll back, warrior two, extend the front legs, and this time hands are going to come to heart center, and we're going to move immediately into our Skandasana on the right hand side, bending into that right knee. Test your balance, not falling on any four-legged friends. Yes. And then from here, once again, we sweep the left arm down, right hand comes to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes to the mat. Let's pivot back to our high lunge twist. So pivoting on those tippy toes, right hand stays down, left arm comes towards the sky. Yes. Inhale. Exhale, left hand comes to the mat. Step back into your plank, knees up, knees down. Roll through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Hip bones come high, ready to take this flow to the other side. So, bring those big toes touch. Inhale, left leg comes to the sky. Bend this knee off, split dog. Inhale. Exhale, left knee comes into the chest. Step it between those hands. Inhale, we engage this core. Roll the body up to our high lunge. Exhale, move to our warrior two. So walking this left foot into the center, bend into that knee. Engage in this back leg. Feel strong here. As we inhale. Exhale, move to our triangle pose. Left hand side, so back of the left hand glides against that left leg. Maybe this right arm stays in the sky, or maybe you wrap it behind the body to find those left ribs or the left hip, completely depending where you are today. As we inhale, exhale, gaze down to the big toe, bend into the front knee, roll immediately into your reverse warrior. So shine that heart up towards the sky. Don't escape that bend in the front knee, you've got it. Yes, with control, roll back to warrior two. And then both feet come parallel, hands come to heart center. Maybe you test your balance, maybe you use your hands, completely depending how you're feeling. But we're gonna move to Skandasana, right hand side. So bend into that right knee, flexing this left foot. Hands can stay in heart center, or you can sweep the right arm down. Take the left arm up to the sky. These animals being so naughty today. As you inhale, exhale, you know what's coming. We're gonna frame that front foot, move to our high lunge twist. Left hand stays down, right hand comes to the sky. Gaze up towards the thumb. Yes. Before we frame the front foot, step into your plank, knees up, knees down. Roll through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, hips, bones come high. Back to down dog. Feeling strong, feeling rooted, maybe a little bit lost in the flow, a little bit lost in your breath. But stay here for 5 inhales and 5 exhales. And when you're ready, we're going to take a beautiful deep inhale. And on your exhale, you're going to lower those knees all the way to the mat. Crossing the ankles behind you. Move into a seated position. Roll back those shoulders. Sit tall here. And then we're going to inhale, sweep those arms all the way overhead. Exhale, twist to the left hand side, so keeping that spine lovely and long here. So this is just a short 20-minute flow, but if you have more time in your day, maybe you keep this flow going, so adding any pose that you want in, or just practice your alignment in the poses that we've already done. But this is just a flow designed to bring a bit of peace back into your mind, to bring a bit of stillness during the Christmas season. Inhale, hands come back to the sky. Exhale, let's take this twist to the right hand side. Inhale, my loves, hands come back to the sky. Bring in both those knees to touch. I want to keep a lovely little bend in the knees here as we simply forward fold, so let that head hang heavy. Almost if you're giving yourself a gorgeous little hug here, just to stretch out that spine. So not staying here too long. We inhale to look at those toes. Exhale to raise the body, bring these hips close to the heels, and simply roll all the way back down to the mat. Hugging these knees nice and close, taking a few rocks from side to side. And then when you're ready, we're going to extend the arms overhead, extend those legs, give yourself a delicious full body stretch here. Pointing those fingers, pointing those toes. Before finding our way to our Shavasana, and like yesterday, maybe you stay with those legs extended. Maybe you bring the bottom of the feet together to come to butterfly legs, completely depending what you're searching for here. But even if our flow is 5 minutes or 50 minutes, we want to honor our practice with our Shavasana. So make sure you give yourself time here, even if it's just for a minute. Sometimes it's nice to just simply exist without forcing ourselves to go to sleep, without forcing ourselves to meditate, to just simply exist in the present moment, getting lost in our breath, in our body. So just making those exhales a little bit longer than your inhales. And if you'd like to stay here a little bit longer or perhaps do the flow again, you are welcome to do so. As always, sending love, sending magic from my mat to yours. But if you're ready to come out with me, you're going to bend one knee, bend another, and allow that body to roll to one side, gently lifting yourself in to a comfortable seated position. Once you find your way here, roll back those shoulders, one hand to the heart, another sits on top. And one last breath for the flow. We inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it all the way out, blinking those eyes open and come back into the room. So just thanking you for joining me on the mat today for day 2 of these 12 days of yoga, a little Christmas challenge. And I look forward to seeing you on the mat tomorrow as we explore our stretch. So thanking you so much, my loves, and I'll see you later.